Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share, as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached. This is the card we're going to be doing today. It is basically a one-sheet wonder. You can do as much as you want, like as large, like you can do a whole 8.5 by 11 size sheet. You could do half, 8.5 by 5.5, or you could just do one 5.5 by 4.25. But I've cut this down to fit what I need for this card, which is 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm using this stamp, the Christmas season. Isn't it gorgeous? And I'm using the dies from here to cut out. This is all cut out, and I'm using those two, and I'm using that one. And I did one of this. This is the background, and this is in front of it. Let me show you. The background, which is this, is in Crumb Cake, and this is in soft suede. And then you just glue it together, and I did one of these and two of the smaller. And you get two of them, which is perfect. And I did, let me see, this, I think that's the one. May this be Christmas to remember and cherish. That's what I did. Use the dies from there, just use the stamp set from here. I used this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then I switched to the Merriest Moments, and I used this one here, this one, and this one. I did 3 of these and 1 of those, and I did that all over. It's dottage, and I just love it. And I did multiples of those. The dies. Yes, I told you the dies. It was 2 of the smaller ones and 1 of the larger ones, but this, to go all over, it's just multiples. And I used a Stitch So Sweetly die set, and I used this one in white and this one in red. And it is really stunning just to see them together, but I've kind of filled it in and put the flowers, or not the flowers, but the pine cones and leaves around it, and you can't see it, but it was really pretty. I have it oh, don't tell me. There it is, right there. Just like that. I think is stunning. Like, oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. But anyways, and then I used the red sheer ribbon. And again, it was right here. I hope I didn't put that away. That would have been silly, but I've been known to do silly before. I have another one just in case I can't find that one. But anyways, we are going to get started. I used Real Red, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Crumb Cake, Soft Suede, and Early Espresso. Now we'll get this in, and we will get started. I have a problem with needing to stamp it the way I'm going to look at it. It's weird, but that's me. So you can do it whichever way you want. If you want to do it this way and stamp this way, go right ahead. I can turn it this way, whatever. It's whatever you choose to do. Now this is Crumb Cake. No, I didn't. So I'm doing 3 together. Kind of back to back, and then I'm doing them like this. How's that? And then we will put that one away, and we will put the crumb cake away. Now I will get out my soft suede. And I will use the finer one. This is the more detailed. This is the background, and this is the more detailed one. And I can't be right over top of it, so we just hope that it stamps okay. And you need to have some kind of paper out here because you're going to be stamping off the page. So you have to have something to protect your surface. Now I've heard that these piercing mats are washable, but I haven't tried it. Now I'll put that away. And we will get out the old olive. Put this in here. And I'm doing... Now, when you're working on the edge, it will be different than working in here. Because you're putting the whole stamp on. Whereas the edge, you are going off the side, and I will show you what it does. I'm going to go there. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a definite line, and if I stamp it, see how it's darker here and lighter there? You don't want that. So you want to stamp it and then stamp off to get the color that you want, because I'm doing like a darker one. So now I gotta see it makes a difference. So I'm going to stamp off, stamp there and there, and I'm doing the same here, stamping in between, which I don't need to do. But see here, I can do that because I'm not stamping off the page, and it's not leaving, it's putting the whole amount of ink on the page the same, but off the page there's a little bit of a difference in height, so it makes a difference on how it comes through. Now I don't want to get that stem in there, so I'm going to bring this closer. This is Mossy Meadow, and this stamp is from the Merriest Moments. I love this stamp. Isn't it gorgeous? And I'm just being careful how I'm doing it. I just want a little bit of darker difference in color, and so I'm going over top of the pine cones, or the pine needles. Pine cones, well, those two, but the pine needles is what I meant. And just bringing a bit of depth of color in. Does that make sense? And then I'm going to do down here too. Yeah, that looks good. Now I am bringing, ouch, early espresso in. And this is for my berries. This is the stem that the berries fit on. Now, here again, I don't want to do the long stem. I want the shorter stem to be visible, or like, I don't want that long stem to stick into my pine cones and things like that. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And you don't have to put the whole thing on. It's just whatever you choose. I want this to look like it's coming out from the arrangement. So how's everybody today? I have a busy weekend ahead of me. I've got a Stampin' Up! Thing this weekend, all weekend long. Learning about our new products and different things. It's quite exciting. There. Now you can increase or decrease the number you want. Like I said, it's totally up to you how many you put on. And you have to line these up. Now, I'm trying to do this without getting my head in the picture, and sometimes there's not perfect, but oh well. Nothing is perfect. It's handcrafted. If I could get my head in the way, then I could do it better, but then you're not seeing anything. You're seeing my head, and you're not seeing what I'm doing. So that is not an option. And sometimes I just want to get a whole whack of bright red because it just picks the card up. You do not have to put this much berries on here. I just got a little carried away. My other one did not have this amount. But it's okay. Whatever you choose to do is okay. There. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. No, that didn't help. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I've got the red going over top of it. Okay, now I'm taking my crumb cake and I'm putting the dots over top. The dottage, as Ruth says. Ruth is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK. She's actually from Wales, and she does a lot of one-sheet wonders. And she does beautiful work. Oh my goodness, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And her color combination is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I think she said she was a florist back in the day, and it really shows. that she is very artsy. So I'm going to put that out of the way, and I'm going to bring in my silicone mat and get my, I should actually, no, I'm going to do the inside and the envelope at the same time. How's that? That would be the smartest thing to do. Get all the stamping done. Yeah, that's the first one. And I think I'm only going to do on the front of the envelope this time, so it doesn't take all that time for me to do the back of the envelope while I've got you here. Taking up a lot of time that way. And it's not necessary because you saw me do it. You know how it can be done. There we go. That one's done. Now bring this one in. There it is. No, I didn't do this one, did I? This going back and forth just doesn't, don't always remember. I try, but I'm not always successful. There. Now we're going to go back to this. I love the detail on this. Just love this one. And I love that it's the bright color and it stands out. I didn't do the 3 shades on this one because I wanted that dark green coming through. Now get our berry branches. Wow, that one didn't want to move. I must have jammed it somehow. I didn't do that. Cheryl. Isn't that pretty? Who wouldn't want to get an envelope like that in the mail? So is everybody busy? Enjoying the last couple days of this warmer weather? I'm told it's supposed to get cold again. Not happy. I haven't been outside to enjoy this nice weather. It's been a bad week for me. There we go. Now, I think we can just put things together. Get these things out of the way because I don't want to touch them. Now, I wanted the red to stand out. So I put a larger border around the red. I made the frame of red larger. Does that make sense? And I cut the green down so that it would allow the red to show through. And then when I put this on, oh, I've got to cut it down. Actually, I have another one, and I will use it because it's the right size. Yeah. Thought it cut it down right, but obviously I did not. But that's okay. And on the green, again, it's a very small margin. It's 1/8 of an inch, and this is 1/4 of an inch smaller. So the red just is there, so it kind of makes it pop a little bit more. Now I'll take my paper piercing tool and take the backings off these dimensionals. Sometimes I put them on ahead of time to save, and sometimes I don't. One never knows what I am going to do, but you really don't need to see me put them on. Gotta move it over just a little bit. First time's not always the charm. There. I hope that's in the center, but it's going to do, because I will make do. Now I'm taking my Seal Plus and I'm putting it on the back here. Oops. And then I am putting the ribbon around, and it's just above center. I don't want it to be in the center, and I don't want it to be way up high, because I've got to put this on and stick my little stuff in, but I want the stuff to be able to come down here and fill in that area. Okay, now I'm going to put a few things away so I've got room to work, and get out my things here. I might have a little bit more than I need. I took the gold foil and I used my holly border punch, and I punched this out once and it did 2 cards. I think I only used 3, I think, but you can punch it out as much as you need. Now I used one of these, and I took my scissors and I made it look like it was supposed to be cut in half. Just like that. And then I fixed this up so that it looked nice too. And you would never know that it was actually one piece and that I cut it in half. There. So I put this down here. Oops. I'm doing a dry fit. That's what you want to do. I put this one up here. I dimensional this so I can get these underneath, and I kept the dimensionals in the center so that my pine cones and leaves can go in. Like that. So what do you think? Okay, I think I'm going to get my tweezers and start gluing things down. And I didn't glue the whole thing. You don't need to glue the whole thing because it's underneath. See how nice these pine cones are? And it's not a lot of work. You just run them through the Big Shot or the embossing cut machine, and then you glue them together. And this. And I like how that peeks out from behind there. Now I took one of these gold leaves and I put it in between. Now I'm going to start down here and kind of fill in. So what's everybody making for supper? I think we're going to do sausage. I have to have it ready so that I can do my thing tonight. And now this one, there's one up there and one there, and you only used one. And it looks really nice just peeking out from behind that. So now I'm going to take my gold foil leaf, or holly leaf it is, and I am sticking it in here. I just used 3, and there's 2 big and 2 small in each, so I must have done it an extra time so that I have had more for the 2 cards. There. So what do you think? Do you like that? So I am going to do my ribbon in a moment, but I'm going to put this on my card and see if I can find the ribbon instead of opening up a brand new one, if I don't have to, because I know it's here because I just used it. I have such a small working area that I have to put things away so that I've got room to work. Yeah, everybody that knows my little area here knows it's small. My friend Deb says, yeah, you have a very small area to work in. I totally get it. Oops. Scissors would work better. I just don't want to cut the ribbon. And I want to get underneath. There we go. Stick that in the garbage. Get out my fork. Do my ribbon. Okay. There. Doesn't this make beautiful ribbons or bows? I mean, like the bows that are made just with a fork are amazing. Oops. I just want it on there so I can kind of keep tabs on it. There. Yeah, pretty good. Now I'm going to put that over here. And I need my glue dots. I have one there. And then I have to go hunting for the rest. There. Now, if these don't stay down where you want them to, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Whoops, don't want that. Just take your glue dot and stick it underneath and put it down where you want it to go. And then you have it. It is there. I gotta puff this up a little bit so that it stays away from the verse. There. Whoops. So what do you think? Is this something that you would like to make? Or you think you could make? Because I think you could make this. I think it's very easy to make this. Because there's no right or wrong. Everything is just where there's a hole, fill it. You could even do some dottage around here if you wanted to. Let's do it and show you. I'm going to stay away from this edge so that I don't get it on the actual card. What do you think? I think it looks nice added onto there. Now I'll do my red rhinestones. Now I did quite a few of these. I did 2 here. If I do it this way, it would be better. Silly me. And then I did 1 up here. And I did 1 here. I'm trying to give an even number. 1 there. one there, and one up in here. What do you think? That is 7. 3 here, 3 there, and 1 there makes 7. So I think it looks really pretty. I love this set. This was one of the first sets I got from the new mini catalog because I loved it so much. Now, where'd the other envelope go? Don't tell me. No, I didn't do it on that one. Like I said, I lose everything around here. There. Nope. There it is. So what do you think? What envelope do you like the best? Do you like it on the flap or do you like it on the front? Do you like this card? Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. I so appreciate spending time with you and hoping that I give you some creative ideas on how to use your stamps. If you would like to purchase anything, just go to my website. I have an online store there. If you're thinking of signing up as a demonstrator, this is a wonderful time, and I would love for you to be on my team. You spend $100 and you get, I believe, $165 worth of product. You can't go over the 165 even by 2 cents. They won't let you. It has to be exactly 165 or lower. And you get, I believe, free shipping, and you have so many perks. You get to see the catalogs ahead of time. You get to purchase ahead of time. If you're interested, just let me know. We'll get you hooked up and get you on your way, your Stampin' Up! Journey. You can become a discount shopper, like a lot of people are discount shoppers, but there are some that want to actually do the business like I'm doing it. So if you're interested, please let me know. I'd be glad to help in any way, shape, or form. If you have any questions, just contact me. My email address is attached to the video, and I'm very willing to answer anything. And if I can't find the answer, if I don't know the answers, I will find them for you. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye now.